class 9. In this video, I am going to start a new lesson from geography, lesson 2, that is physical features of India. Before discussing this chapter, it is very essential to know that what is the meaning of physical feature. Actually, the physical features term is related with the various types of landforms like plain, plateaus, mountains, valleys and deserts. These all landforms, decide the physical features of a landmass. Here we have to discuss about the physical features of India, and when we start to know about the physical features of India, then we find from north to south and from east to west, we find the different type of landforms, different type of physical features of India, from mountain to desert to plains as well as the plateaus. These variations of landforms create a type of diverse geographical physical features of India. It is very essential to know actually how these landforms are formed, what is the reason behind that. When we go through these questions, then we find that there are various geological regions, there are various processes, and these geological regions and processes play very important role for the formation of the physical features of our country, that is India. Actually, India is a huge landmass, and this huge landmass is formed in various geological periods, including various processes like weathering, erosion, sedimentation and deposition. These all processes and geological periods play very important role for the formation of various physical features of India. For the formation of these physical features, various scientists has given the various theories, and in these theories here we have to discuss about the plate tectonic theory. This theory was given by the Harry Hess, a renowned geologist, and according to Harry Hess, our earth is divided into three parts, from outer layer to inner layer. The inner layer of the earth is called core, middle layer of the earth is called mantle, and the upper layer or the upper surface of the earth is called crust. My dear student, the crust is divided into various or 7 major and some other sub-major or minor tectonic plates on which the continents and the oceans are located. These plates are moving or floating on the mantle. My dear student, due to the movement of these plates, we find the change in the position and size of the continent, as well as we find the formation of various landforms on the earth's surface, and it decides the physical features of any landmass or the physical feature of India. My dear student, here I want to tell you that when the plates or the crusts which is, or the crust which is divided into plates, when these plates are moving on the mantle, then the movement of these plates will form three types of boundary. These all movements is observed in three categories. First one is convergent, second one is divergent, and third one is transformed. The movement of the tectonic plates will form the three types of boundaries. The number one movement is convergent. What is convergent? The convergent boundary will be formed when the two plates will come to each other. In this way, when two tectonic plates will come to each other, it is observed as the convergent movement of the tectonic plate. The second is observed as divergent, means when the two tectonic plates will move away to each other. When the two plates will move away to each other or go far away to each other, then the divergent plate movement or the divergent boundary will be formed. And the third is transform. The transform boundary will be formed when the two plates will move horizontally to each other. Due to the formation of these movements, or due to the movements or formation of plate boundaries, various changes will occur, various landforms will be formed on the earth crust, on the earth surface. My dear student, here I have written on this blackboard or on this whiteboard some terms: Pangaea, Panthalassa, Angara land and Gondwana land. First of all, I will tell you what is Pangaea. Student, earlier when there was no formation of the various continents, at that time the all continents were observed as a big landmass known as the Pangaea. And this Pangaea was surrounded by a water body known as Panthalassa. With the passage of time, this Pangaea was broken into two parts. The northern part is known as Angara land and the southern part is known as Gondwana land. Student, you know that the physical feature of India which we are discussing, the peninsular plateau is the oldest part of India, and this peninsular plateau is the part of Gondwana land. Means Gondwana land is responsible, or Gondwana land is related with the peninsular plateau of India, which is the oldest part of India. Now, as I am telling you that Angara land and Gondwana land were the two parts which were formed by Pangaea, and it was told to you that these parts were also, divided or split due to the conventional current, or due to the conventional current, the Gondwana land and Angara land was divided into the 7 major and minor plates. When these 7 major and minor plates were formed due to the process of conventional current, then it was also told you that in the plate tectonic theory, the crust which is moving on the mantle they started to move from one side to another side. Due to the split of the crust, when the 7 major and minor plates were formed, then from the southern side, a plate known as the Indo-Australian plates moved towards the north, and in north there was a Eurasian plate, and mid of Eurasian plate and which was located in the north side, and the Indo-Australian plate which was located in the south side. In these two particular plates there was a type of basin, and this particular basin was accumulated or deposited by the sediments. When the Indo-Australian plate from south moved to north, and when the Eurasian plate was moving from north to south, there was a basin which was accumulated by the sediment. A force was formed on this particular basin, and the sediment come out. Then then the Himalaya was formed. The Himalaya of our country was formed. The Himalaya mountain was formed. Here you will find, as I told you, due to the collision of Indo-Australian plate and Eurasian plate, the basin which was accumulated by the sediments, a force was occurred, and then a mountain was formed known as Himalaya, and this particular basin where the sediments was accumulated, that particular basin is known as geosyncline, and this particular geosyncline is known as Tethys. Here I have written the formation, and it is responsible for the formation of Himalaya. Now the question is that what is geosyncline? A trough that was caused by the accumulation of sedimentary rocks deposited in a basin, means a trough where there was a sedimentation of sedimentary rock in a basin, and when there was a collision of Indo-Australian plate and Eurasian plate, in mid of these two plates a type of tethys or geosyncline was formed, and it was responsible for the formation of the Himalaya. When the Himalaya was formed, at that time various perennial rivers were also formed, and these rivers were coming from the Himalaya. They started the various processes like weathering, erosion and deposition, and they formed the peninsula, they formed the plains of India, and they deposited the alluvial soil on the plain, and this plain is responsible for the very great plain of India known as the northern plain of India. That is very important for the agriculture. And some other rivers were also formed from the peninsular plateau. My dear student, here we find that there was a deposition of alluvial soil, and the peninsular plateau is formed by the igneous and metamorphic rocks. So here I have discussed with you the various processes, including the scientific plate tectonic theory, including the plate boundaries, including the Pangaea, Panthalassa, Angara land and Gondwana land, and including the formation of the Himalaya, including the geosyncline. These all theories and these all processes are responsible for the formation of the various physical features of India. In this video, I have discussed with you those particular processes, those theories which are responsible for the formation of physical features. Now, according to this particular discussion, I will ask two questions according to or related to this particular discussion. Question number 1, explain the three types of plate movements. In this particular question, you will write the answer of these three plate movements or boundaries. And after then, define a geosyncline, what resulted by the upliftment of the sediments in the basin. In this question, you will write what is first of all geosyncline, and when there was a type of collision of Indo-Australian plate and Eurasian plate, then the Himalaya was formed. I hope you understood this video, and I hope that you will write answer on these two questions. Thank you very much.